Hello, and welcome to Inventors Helping Inventors. I'm your host, Alan Beckley, inventor of the Wonder Wallet. If you're an inventor searching for proven ways to make money with your invention, if you dream to see your product selling in stores everywhere, you've come to the right place. There's no better place to get help than from experts, inventors who've already achieved success. Every week, I interview successful inventors, asking them the questions you want to know. Tune in to learn from the experts so you can get your invention out of the tank and into the bank. Quick update for boot camps. If you're a regular listener, you've heard about the monthly boot camps for a while now, right? My question to you is, why haven't you joined us until now? Maybe you're like Joshua, who was incredibly busy. For a long time, Joshua thought, someday I'm going to join the boot camp. Finally, someday arrived. He joined not just one boot camp, but 2 boot camps. And he's glad he did. He's made friends with other inventors in the boot camp. And now he's got a solid plan for his product to gain real traction moving forward. Even if you're busy, there's no better time to join us in the boot camp than right now to get on a solid track toward success. That's what you want, after all, isn't it? The next boot camp starts very soon. Now's your time to join us. Just go to www.alanbeckley.com/bootcamp, and we'll welcome you to the bootcamp community of inventors achieving their goals. Welcome to episode number 405. Today, it's Thursday, and that means it's time for another Thursday Thought. So what is your Thursday thought for today? It's this: why small victories are crucial to your success. Now, bear with me. I'm going to be taking you through a visual, metaphorical garden today to take you and illustrate my point about inventors. So let's get to it. Think of small victories as being a bit like beans that you've planted as a gardener, and you've been tending to them and watering them, and they're just beginning to sprout in your garden. You feel excited, you feel joy, because those little bean sprouts, they're the beginning of something bigger. But you can't harvest them or eat them yet. And they require you to continue to nurture them, to water them, to pull the weeds so they can grow, and tend to them. Because if you don't, they will wither and die. Now, let's tie this into how it works for inventing. As an inventor, large successes are long in coming. For the longest time, you'll have disappointments interspersed with a few small victories. Back to my analogy, my metaphor is just like a garden with lots of weeds. The weeds are the disappointments. Feels like you're always pulling the weeds and hopefully tending to these small victories. But my point is, these small victories as an inventor are crucial to your success. And it's very important that you celebrate these small victories. Just like the metaphorical beans beginning to sprout, tend to them, nurture them, encourage them. And my final point here would be very careful who you share them with. I'll give you an example. A small victory could be that you're excited because you've just finished your 3rd prototype. And one of your coworkers, whom you like and are friends with and share lots of working stories with, you decide to share with him this small victory. You say, hey, I'm kind of excited because this weekend I was working on my invention and I finished my 3rd prototype. He may scratch his head and look at you and say, oh, well, you're just barely beginning, aren't you? Because James Dyson, he had to go through 5,000 prototypes. It's like 10 years. Man, you got a long ways to go. I don't think I'd be celebrating a 3rd prototype. Wow. Does that help you? Actually, it doesn't help you. So back to the metaphor, by sharing this small victory with somebody who knows nothing about inventing and probably by and large really doesn't care, it's almost like opening the gates to your garden and letting him come into your garden and stomp on top of all of your little bean sprouts, destroying them. So that's my analogy, and that's my metaphor. But the point I want to make, that I want you to get, is in the beginning, you have some small victories in your invention business, and it's very important, just like those bean sprouts, that you nurture them, that you tend to them, that you feel good about them, and equally important, that you be very careful who you share those small victories with so they won't stomp on those bean sprouts and destroy your garden. Thanks as always for listening, and we'll be talking to you again soon. Thanks so much for tuning in to Inventors Helping Inventors. If you like the show, please tell your friends about it. Make sure to subscribe in iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts so you won't miss a single episode. Talk to you soon.